Hello beautiful souls, and welcome back to another installment of Snuggly Capsule / Cozy Critique, where we delve into the lore behind new sets in Life Makeover and also rank them on a versatility scale. In this upcoming Luna Radiance Lightchase that just made a debut on the CN and MYSG server, we will journey through realms of divine justice and irresistible temptation, where every outfit tells a story and every accessory holds a secret. I do want to try and keep this short and sweet, but knowing me, we will be here a while. So I hope you're ready to explore, and let's just dive right in. So let us unpack some of the lore in this event. And of course, I would love to hear your thoughts too, so make sure to grab a pillow or plushie with you, a beverage or a snack, and let's get into it. According to the story, this world is all about the delicate balance between justice and temptation, with ancient powers stirring under the light of the moon. Here, your every choice has a weight. The characters wrestle with their inner demons and try to stay true to their beliefs and who they are at the core. Even just taking a look at the designs themselves, you can really see how the story is woven into each piece, from the divine moon scythe to the regal gown. Everything speaks of power, justice, and a fight against darkness. They seem to have dubbed this as the descent of the radiant moon goddess, and as we can see, it appears to be centered around a powerful celestial entity or goddess tied to the moon. The moon often symbolizes purity, truth, passage of time, and in this case, it plays a very important role in our narrative. Even the outfit and the accessories in this event reflect the celestial theme, and I love the significance that each piece carries. This is probably like the element that stands out most, and we will take more in-depth look at each item separately later. But going back to the story, the emphasis here is on the moon's role in bringing not just light but also justice. The scythe in particular represents a tool of divine judgment, usually wielded by a character of great power who is tasked with cutting through the darkness and bringing fairness to the world, and so on. The visuals and the description in this video suggest an ongoing struggle between forces of light. This is represented by the moon and its associated deities, and the darkness, represented by the challenges or the evils faced by the characters. In this case, the moon goddess's descent could signify a tipping point in this eternal battle where the light is called upon to restore some semblance of a balance. You could think of it as a redemption arc where the character moves from darkness into light. In stark contrast to the goddess, the demon is the personification of temptation, darker aspects of our desires, and the obstacles that can lead us astray. It reflects the idea that within every person there is a battle between their better nature and their more destructive impulses. Given how playful the demon seems, it could also symbolize the seductive nature of power, or this attraction to taking the easier route or the more selfish route that we as humans tend to harbor ourselves sometimes. I'm not entirely certain how far they would want to take the demon metaphor, and I would need to have to take a closer look at the item descriptions and actually the continuation of the story in the game once it launches, which so far I haven't completed yet. But if they do go there, it could potentially mean that the demon also represents the doubts and negative thoughts that we struggle with, and us wanting to overcome that, because we probably all have experienced those voices in our head that tell us we are not good enough, or that sometimes push us towards actions that we already know aren't in our best interest but still do them anyway. So perhaps the confrontation here between the moon goddess and the demon is symbolic of exactly that, and by extension, the journey that we have to go through to overcome these inner battles. So at the end of the day, this representation that they have chosen serves as a test of both our and the character's resolve and moral compass. Just how we tend to face our demons in the real world, whether it be an external struggle that we face or an internal struggle within ourselves. This is specifically what helps us grow and strengthen who we are at the core. So yeah, as you immerse yourself in this event, think about the demons you might be facing in your own life. How do you tend to deal with them? What helps you to stay strong? Perhaps we can share our experiences down in the comments, and that can help us all find the courage to keep moving forward because I do think we need more of that in our life. So yeah, our moon goddess is our beacon of hope here, representing the light that must shine even in the darkest times. And who knows, perhaps that beacon of hope is closer than you think. Now, I cannot tell you with 100% certainty that the reason why the demon doesn't dissipate in the end when she decides to strike it with her scythe, it could carry a powerful message. It could also just be something that they were going for because they thought it looked cool. But if they are going for a powerful message, then my bet would be on the fact that it's just a reminder that the battles we face, whether again against external challenges or our own inner demons, they are ongoing. And perhaps the restraint that she shows here isn't just about defeating our problems, but also about managing them, living with them, and even showing compassion when we can, because I feel like I myself tend to be very harsh on myself, and if we can extend this type of compassion to ourselves and others, it really does put us more at ease. So yeah, it's not always about eliminating the challenges, but it is also about learning to coexist with them and grow stronger in the process. Another interesting tidbit is that they took inspiration from The Accolade by Edmund Layton, and it is kind of a fascinating detail that adds a layer of depth and historical richness to the design, especially of the moon goddess. Just to recap, The Accolade is a famous painting that depicts a knight being knighted by a noblewoman, and this is a scene that embodies chivalry, honor, and the ideals of medieval knighthood. My best guess is that the designers took the essence of this iconic scene and translated it into this fantasy look, creating an outfit that gives off both elegance and strength, much like the noblewoman in the painting. And while the scythe is not directly inspired by the sword in the painting, it serves a similar purpose. In The Accolade, the sword is a tool of empowerment, granting the knight the authority to act in the name of justice, which similarly the scythe in this set is a powerful symbol of judgment, wielded by the moon goddess to cut through evil and bring about justice in this world. By the way, here's a fun question for you all. If you found yourself in this story, in this world, what kind of character would you represent? Would you be more drawn to the idea of a warrior who fights for justice, or more so a mysterious figure who walks the line between light and dark? So yeah, share your ideas down below. I'm curious what your character in this world would look and act like. If we are to take a closer look at these sets, regardless of how I personally feel about that, the first thing that I said when I looked at the demon set was, wow, this oozes dangerously alluring vibes. And I'm here for it, from the twisted horns to the golden accents. Like, it's a perfect embodiment and mix of temptation and power. It isn't designed just in a way where it makes it seem that you're flirting with that hint of darkness, but you're fully embracing the duality of this nature. I love the tail as well. It really is something else. The way it is segmented and appears a bit mechanical gives it a very intimidating feel, not just like a cutesy tail, as if it could really strike you at any moment. And I love the fact that it also glows, because even in darkness, there is this undeniable sense of something majestic. The whip, which also crackles with energy, is both a weapon and a statement. It's not just about combat, it's about dominance, control, and this ability to wield power in the most dramatic of ways, and I love that flair. It's ready to unleash chaos, and yes, please strike me. The dress combines metallic textures with delicate lace and gold detailing. It makes it look both fierce and feminine. I love the slight transparency to the layered skirt as well. It hints without being too much or revealing too much, but still has that essence of seductive mystery. The funny thing is, my utmost favorite part from the set, apart from the whip and the horns and the tail, is actually the stockings. When I saw them recolored in-game, I was flabbergasted. My jaw just dropped. I don't think I've ever felt so intense about stockings or socks. So I don't know. I don't know what that says about me, honestly. But the way they sprinkled a glittering pattern on them, almost like stardust, and it gives them this magical ethereal quality, which is so strange coming from the set. I don't know. I just find it very interesting. I'm gonna leave it at that. The boots with the fur accents, like imitating goat hooves, are something. It goes with the theme, and that's all that matters. If you are looking to channel your inner dark queen or king, this set definitely will be up your alley. I mean, it's fierce, it's fabulous, it's packed with personality. You can battle your demons, or you can just become one, you know? Or just do both. My cat, the little demon herself, heard me speak of demons and just decided to grace us with her presence, I guess. She's a little lickster. She likes licking and giving kisses. So here she please. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, the set is also great for role-playing fans, right? Who love getting into the mindset of the character, and this kind of has a lot of potential for creating a backstory about power and redemption and so on. And of course, a dark fantasy enthusiasts, this definitely is a dream come true for them. Now, in regards to the Moon Goddess set, or I guess what was it called on the MYSG server? Yes, Sacred Verdict set. It's a stunning representation of celestial beauty, power, purity, and the fact that it has like this touch of elegance that makes it really stand out. I don't know. I'm a fan. I think the shimmering fabric and the intricate detailing that they have there it gives almost this feeling like, you know, moonlight itself kissed her dress. Yeah, the way it flows is otherworldly. I love the hue that they chose. It's, well, I mean, there's not much of a hue. It's kind of all pure white, but still. Also, can we talk about the crescent moon accessory? It is breathtaking. The way it arcs around the character as if like a protective halo. Oh, I love that part. And the little silver, what would you call these? Ornamentations, embellishments, filigree, what have you. Just like the way it's draped across with the chains. Oh, so majestic. It makes it seem she truly is connected to the heavens. I don't know if she is, but she is in my heart. Yeah, and one must also note the existence of the dragonflies here. They do add a layer of depth and meaning. If we look into the lore, like, if we look into the meaning behind dragonflies, I had to look this up, but they do symbolize transformation, adaptability, and connection between the earthly and the divine. And actually, in many cultures, dragonflies are seen as messengers between worlds, which makes their presence in this set particularly fitting, I think, at least. The veil is very sheer and mesmerizing, has a lot of intricate lace patterns embroidered again with the sort of dragonfly motif. The crown has the shining stars and almost like phases of the moon, but not really. And of course, the scythe is a masterpiece in its own right. There's no doubt about it. It appears as if it was crafted from crystallized moonlight, if we were to give it a name. And the blade like actually gleams with a sharp otherworldly light. It's both beautiful and intimidating because it showcases her ability to cut through the darkness. I really like that. And the fact that there's like a ribbon-like detail that wraps around the staff, yeah, it adds a really nice touch of softness to this fierce weapon. Beautiful. This one is all about embodying the serene yet powerful nature of the moon. It's like, it's not just an outfit, it's a whole mood sometimes. Basically, your power statement. I am the knight and I bring both peace and power. If you're someone who enjoys playing or role-playing as celestial beings who command the forces of the universe and so on, I feel like the set might be what you are looking for. If you want to ascend to heavens, this is the embodiment of it. I guess is the takeaway here. We also have some decom items. Our first one is the white dress with the floral motif. It's very delicate, and I guess it does have that timeless feel to it. Because of the way it drapes, it mimics this gentle movement. But for once, I'm not super gung-ho about the decom items, so I guess that's good for me. We get to save our diamonds. The second item is the red hair. I mean, it's nice if you want to add a pop of color, because I guess a lot of the times the hair that is of this shade would be locked behind kind of, not a paywall, but obviously you'd have to spend more to unlock those palettes. If you're planning to spend on this event anyway, I guess it's a nice bonus to have. Yeah, I think the voluminous curls like give it a nice dramatic fairy tale like feel. I think we already have a lot of good hair that is similar in the game. But again, if it's the red shade that you're seeking, definitely worth it. And the final item is the newspaper. It's so quirky and kind of unique because we don't really have anything like it. Whether you want to go for a more modern or vintage setting, it will work either way. It can also, like, if you're looking to make something super sophisticated or mysterious, definitely a go-to accessory. The 4-star set is very soft pink, and I love the silky texture and the way it hugs her figure. And I also really like the touch of the floral embellishments that they added. I think it adds a nice touch of romance. It would look great whether you're dressing your character up for a formal event or more of a dreamy date, or just enjoying the serene moment. Like, it just goes well. And the nice thing about it is that it's easy to get, right? If you're planning to pull just a little on the Lightchase, most likely you will complete the set. The little chic handbag complements it perfectly as well. Yeah, I think the thing that stands out to me the most from this 4-star set is just the soft colors. I don't know, it makes it look both graceful and modern, and I think I really appreciate that dichotomy here. Now let us get into the individual breakdown of the pieces in each set, starting off strong with the Sacred Verdict one. Again, the softness of the hair. In terms of versatility, it's a perfect balance between elegance and blending into different other kind of styles. The dress is definitely inspired by the medieval Blayau garments. I'll insert an image here. It's basically close-fitting medieval tunic. You can think of it as such. It's definitely versatile within the realm of fantasy themes, I would say. So you can do a more regal or divine character. However, outside of those themes, the grandeur of the dress itself might feel a bit overwhelming. So take that as you will. The moonlight glow accessory, again, it's just... it is a work of art, okay? While I will say it is a very stunning one, it's also quite niche. It would pair perfectly with outfits that lean into the celestial or mystical themes, but then again, it might be harder to integrate it into more casual or modern looks, right? I don't quite envision it, but if you have a way to make that work, do let me know down in the comments below. Moving on to the scythe weapon. In terms of versatility, it's, well, it's definitely a statement piece, right? Sure, if you're going for a Warrior of Justice look or a Divine Reaper, it definitely could suit those purposes, or even just a Reaper in general. Impossible to incorporate into casual or everyday looks, much like with the dress and the Moonlight Glow accessory. The veil, I'm still a huge fan of that misty quality that it adds. I guess it could go with a lot of celestial and bridal themed outfits, and it could be quite versatile for fantasy and romantic themes as well. Here you could go for either more elaborate gowns or more simple dresses and add a layer of grace or what have you. I think with the necklace you could definitely pair it with more everyday looks if you so wished. It shouldn't overpower or overwhelm the character's overall look, in my humble opinion. I actually really like these tights as well, not as much as I like the ones from the other set, but they still have a very interesting design and enough details to make them stand out without being too flashy, so I'm a fan of that. And the shoes again are elegant and I guess a great addition to the wardrobe if you're lacking shoes. Not much to say in that regard. Then let's transition to the second set, Forgiven Eternity. Right off the bat, this has obviously a darker, more mysterious vibe. The tousled golden blonde hair is actually really nice. I love the slight wave and textured layers. It gives a sort of carefree, effortless vibe. And I think that makes it kind of more versatile for many looks. So definitely a good item to have. The dress and the corset sort of top has this armor-like design and almost luxurious feel to it. I mean, it can definitely be paired with other fierce warrior looks or something more glamorous and seductive. It really just depends on the accessories. The necklace, I love the little golden wings that wrap around the neck. There's like a hint of danger to it. It really stands out too. Again, can be a nice addition for both casual and formal outfits. The tattoo almost has like these elegant flame-like designs wrap around the arms, almost like an otherworldly curse. I think it's actually a really nice item. How versatile it is, I leave that up to you. The horns. Now the horns are beautifully crafted with this golden hue, and again, obviously you can recolor it to any hue that you want. That will make them stand out as both regal and formidable. I love the little curvature that adds a little bit of this dangerous allure again. A very niche item, but a cool item nonetheless. The gloves are obviously a niche item because of the ferocity and the fur-like material. It's a bit much, I would almost say. I find the description funny. I write Hell's Rules. Oh, time to clock out. I guess I'll finish it tomorrow. She's very chaotic and like she's so cheeky. I was going through some of the descriptions of the items and I find her chaotic energy actually really cute. Then we have the tail, the segmented tail. Really cool item. Same for the whip. It's menacing with its barbed glowing design, ready to inflict some damage, some damage onto us. Yeah. I really also love the heart-shaped flame ring. It is so cool. Like this fascinating mix of both beauty and danger. Yes, please. But yeah, it's almost a bit ironic too. A symbol of love, but in the form of fiery entrapment. So that's some food for thought. Also, it's interesting because here it says, a goddess told me to use love when disagreeing. It could be her little manipulative nature, using love as a tool to dominate others, which kind of would make sense. I love how powerful and dangerous each individual item looks. The stockings, again, are my favorite. It's just, there's always that one item that I don't know why, and again, it's so weird because this is the item that stood out to me for some reason. I love the way it clings to the legs. I love the sparkles. I love the design, just like everything about it, honestly. And I think it can be paired well with most looks, so it could be quite versatile with whatever look you're going for, depending on the color that you choose. So that's really nice. The boots, the hooves, whatever you want to call them. They're definitely a cool item, but I just don't see how it can be used outside of certain mythical elements. So if you have any ideas, do let them be heard. I definitely find it interesting. We had a lot to cover. If you do enjoy these type of videos, make sure to leave a like or a comment letting me know whether you'd like to see more of these sort of videos in the future, or whether you prefer less lore heavy and more just stylistic videos. But yeah, are you ready to immerse yourself in the event, or will you be taking this opportunity to skip and save? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Stay sweet and may the RNG luck be always with you. Bye bye!